Hey everyone, this is Mike. I had some issues with my Epson Artisan 725 where I printed something, and I don't print a lot with it, but I printed something and it came out junky, and as you can see I've got bulk ink running to it, so from time to time the head clogs up. But I've actually printed a lot with this, so it's not unexpected. So here's how I fix it, or here's how I try to fix it. I turn the machine off, and as it's turning off you can hear the carriage, do its little movement. I pull the power plug, or you can hit, clean the heads, and when you hear it moving around you can pull the power plug. And that's just so you can move the head. It won't be locked into position, and you don't want to put it too far back, that way I think it could still lock. What you want to do is get a paper towel, and I tore off the end so it would kind of fit this way, and then I'm going to fold it about the width of the bottom. I'm trying to get a nice crease so it doesn't pop back open. I'm going to lay it down in there. Well, first I'm using purple power, and then I'm going to saturate this with purple power, right? Lay it down in there, get it as close to the printer head as you can, and then push it down so that you hopefully can move the printer head over it. And I don't know if you can see down in there. Let's see. Yeah. I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's I have a light around there somewhere. Oh, I got a little baby light. Yeah, this will work. You see it's already putting a lot of color on there, and when it sits in one spot. So what I'll do is I'll run it back and forth a little bit, and then after we feel comfortable that we've, and you might want to fluff it up a bit, like lift one side and then push it across, and then lift the other side lightly, not hard, because you don't want to rip the paper towel. Okay, so after that, I'm just gonna let it sit. I might pull it through a little bit and get it to like a clean area, and then saturate a little bit extra, and then put the print head over top of that area. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna let it sit for, X amount of time, hour, 2 hours, whatever, and that will hopefully break down any of the ink that is dried on the head. And then when I come back, I'm gonna make another napkin or paper towel and put it in there and run it back and forth across it, and then we'll try to print. So we'll see how that works. I have the kit that you take the ink cartridges out here. Yeah, where you take the ink cartridges out and you hook a hose up to it, and you fill up the solution, and you slowly push the solution through to where it cycles through. And I never could get that to actually clean any of my printers, because from here to the head, I've never really had it clogged. It could, I guess, but I've never really had it clogged there. Where it clogs is right at the exit point on the printer head, where it expels the ink, and that stops. That ink can dry. So that's the only part and it creates a layer like a skin. If it's sat for 7 years, yeah, it could dry further back through the line, but if it just sits for 6 months or a year, I've had good luck with doing it like this. So let's see how that works. I'll come back when I do the rest of it. Alright, it's been a couple hours actually. Not sure how many, probably, let's see, probably 2 hours. Yeah. And so I've ripped this paper towel. I'm gonna go ahead and fold it up and get it ready. Now, you know, some people say this just isn't worth it. You know, it's just not worth it. I'll pull this out and find a trash can, because they blame it on the bulk ink, and you know, hey, it could be the bulk ink that's clogging it. Most likely it is. But I don't use the printer every day. I don't even use this printer every week. I think if I had factory cartridge in there, it still would start. Because when I use it all the time, it works fine. Just hold it down and feed it over. You see, initially I got a bunch of it off there. Look at all that ink coming off there. And then we'll pull it through. And I would think I'm going to put it in the middle. I'm going to grab each side of this and actually lightly pull up on it, rub it across there. And from here we'll give it a try. So let's put the paper. Let's turn it on. I'm just going to pick any old file. Boom! Dirty, probably wouldn't hurt to clean up too, huh? There's like a line, I'll print it here before the line every thing. It looks like we got it. You'll get like a little excessive ink on the first print, because what I did forget to do one thing. I'll show you that. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. No lines. Of course, the lines in his face that you see are supposed to be there, but there's no lines in this blue or the red. Wicked. Okay, one thing I forgot to do, and it's pretty important, is open this back up and then take a dry not a lot there. Just take a dry one, dab it on there. Alright, we're back in business. I think I can show you what it printed before, because my daughter had a school project. Let's go look, shall we? Take it over here under the light. Alright. That's the way it was printing before. Pretty, excuse the rolling thing, it's fluorescent lights. Let's see if I can change the ISO while we're here. Maybe I can get a better. Zoom in on it. Yeah, so that's what I ended up printing for. And then after I cleaned the heads, just doing the regular head cleaning, that's the best I could get it. And you can see all the lines across there. I need to try something that's black, because that's looks like the black is what was worse. So let's go try a black printing. Alright, we're back up and we're going to print. And I think I'm going to make this one smaller just because it seems yeah, I buy this stuff by the gallon and just keep filling this up. And it's pretty good at degreasing and breaking down ink. The main thing you want to look for, it doesn't have to be purple power. It can be a window cleaner, it can be anything. Best thing to do is find something that's got ink on it and spray like your Windex or whatever you want to try on a rag and see if you can wipe up the ink off the plastic. If you can, then it'll work. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Don't look at the bad word. Alright. Cool, I hope this helps. Bring your printer back to printing really good. You don't have to buy any expensive kits. Now if you do this and it doesn't work, you may have, it might be jammed up somewhere else. You might need to get one of those kits to push it through. So, hope that helps. Peace.